Today I'm back with a video that a lot of you guys keep asking me to make, and that is a reptile room tour. Alright, so in my reptile room I have lizards, snakes, tarantulas, scorpions, centipedes, millipedes, everything you can think of. I have it in my reptile room. I have 37 different species of animals to be exact, and most of them are tarantulas and scorpions, so it's pretty easy to take care of. Any of you who have tarantulas know that it's easy to keep a lot of tarantulas if you have one, because most of the time it's just feeding a cricket or two, and changing the substrate is really not a problem. I know that lizard care is actually a lot harder because I have like 3 lizards, and just them alone is harder than all of my tarantulas combined. Snakes are a little bit easier than lizards, but I mean, nothing is really much easier than a pet tarantula. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, let's actually get into some animals. Alright, so right here on my shoulder we have Rambo, the Argentine black and white Tegu. Let's see if we can get a close-up of his face. And there's this crazy forked tongue that he uses to smell things around his environment. If you guys want a lizard that's big and friendly, Tegus are honestly the way to go. I mean, you have to know a little bit about what you're doing with reptiles first if you want to own one. I'd start off with something small like a leopard gecko, and then eventually, once you get used to like working with lizards, eventually work your way up to a tegu. This was definitely not my first lizard, but these guys need a lot of space to like walk around. And now that the weather is getting warmer, he's actually going to be gaining some weight because getting out of the winter, I mean, he got a little bit skinnier, but not too much. All right, now he's moving around a little bit, but if you guys look at his tail, he's got a very, very long tail. And, ooh, all right, I got him. If you guys, oh, he doesn't like this. I had to calm him down a little bit. All right, so this whole part of his tail shed in one piece, and I have the piece of shed over there, so I'm gonna bring it so you guys can see it. All right, so right here I have a piece of shed from his arm, and as you can see, the little fingers are right there. And now I'm gonna bring over a piece from his tail. So right here is the shed from his tail. It literally all just came out in one piece. And if I put them side by side, you could get a good shot of what it looks like right there. He's got a beautiful contrast because right before he sheds, it actually turns into like a pale white and a pale black color. But as soon as all that skin comes out, the contrast is amazing. And you can see it right here, all the black and white spots. All right, so now that we're done with him, let's move on to another animal. The snake I have around my neck right now is the longest snake in the world. And this is Mocha, my reticulated python. Her head is right here, so I don't want it to get too close to my face, but Mocha is a very friendly snake. I'm not afraid of her biting me or anything, but it's always smart to just not put her head next to my face. These are actually the longest snakes in the world. Mocha is about 10 feet right now, probably. She's grown so much since the last Reptile Room Tour, and she's the friendliest snake I own. She's the biggest snake and the friendliest snake. Like, I literally have a Kenyan Sand Boa that's probably this big and that thick, and she bites me all the time. I mean, lately the Sand Boa has gotten better, but the milk snake bites me and runs away like crazy. Right now, Mocha's eating frozen rats. I'm not gonna be feeding her in this video, but what is she doing? All right, let me get her out of my face a little bit. Even though Mocha's very friendly, I don't recommend reticulated pythons to everyone. If you really, really want a reticulated python, one of the things that you can look into is dwarf reticulated pythons, and I think they're called super dwarf reticulated pythons. They're basically just smaller versions of these, and they will not get as big as these. I'm not sure exactly how much those grow, but I do know that they are definitely more manageable. All right, so I think we're done with the reticulated python, and we can move on to another animal. All right, so right here is my jungle carpet python, and her name is Ivy. She's a beautiful snake. She got so much bigger from the last Reptile Room Tour that you guys saw her in 2 years ago. This snake is very beautiful and friendly, but I still don't trust her too much around my face. So I'm gonna try to keep her away from my face, but I still don't trust her too much because I don't handle her as much as my others. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. All right, so see, that right there is what I'm talking about. You can never trust a snake. A bite from this snake wouldn't have been that bad, but I still try to take caution whenever I hold these snakes. I never trust them 100%. And as you guys can see, that snake did try to bite me, so I'm gonna put her back and we can move on to another animal. For those of you who'd like to further support my YouTube channel, I opened up an Amazon influencer page. This is the link to the shop and it's gonna be in the description and also in the comments, so just go over there and check it out. This is my verified profile right here, and as you can see, I put get all the pet supplies you need here. So I made lists of live feeder insects, tarantula supplies, reptile essentials, and some chameleon supplies. So if you guys ever need some pet supplies for reptiles or tarantulas, or even some live feeder insects right here, you guys can buy it from my shop. There are crickets, dubia roaches, super worms, hornworms, everything you need. All of these things aren't sold by me, they're sold by other companies that sell on Amazon, but I just put it into a list so that it's easy for you guys to buy. If you guys want me to add anything to any of these lists, just let me know in the comments and I'll add it. Alright, so right here we have my newest pet, and this is the Goliath bird eater tarantula. This is actually the biggest tarantula in the world, and it's the biggest spider I have right now. If you look right here, you can get a look of her huge fangs. And I'm gonna try to get a close look at her eyes right now so you guys can see them better. It's a little bit blurry, but this is the best shot I can get of her eyes right now. If you look close, you can also see her fangs in this shot. And if you guys wanna see this spider eat, I have a video of it eating 5 crickets in a row. So that's definitely an interesting video to watch if you like this spider. But now it's time to see another one. Alright, so right here we have a Mexican red knee tarantula, and these are actually very popular in the hobby, but you don't really see them get this big. The one I have right now is very big, and I raised her since she was the size of a dime. And this one loves to eat, so I'm going to feed her a super worm, and I'm going to throw it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, we gotta wait for it to feel it. Super worm is moving a little bit. I should have got one that's a little bit more active, but we'll have to wait and see if she feels it. If not, I can throw another one in. This one actually seems to be moving around a little bit more. So let's see if she's hungry. Okay, so now the super worm is moving around a little bit. And she immediately goes in and takes it. And if the other one is moving, I bet you she's gonna eat it too, because I've seen her eat 2 super worms at the same time before. So all we have to do is wait and see if she gets the other one. I don't think she notices that it's right there next to her. Maybe I'll throw in another one. If I throw this one in, oh, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Let me take that out. Alright, so we're gonna leave her with that super worm and let's move on to another animal. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but in that little hole right there in the middle of the screen lives my Vietnamese centipede. She's currently underground in her enclosure, which is all of this. And if I put a little piece of food out there, I think she's gonna come right out. So let's test this out. Alright, so I have a dubia roach in my tongs right now, and I'm gonna drop it in right next to the hole and see if the centipede comes out. I'm gonna drop it in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the dubia roach is in, and let's see if the centipede feels it. I might have to tap it a little bit, but let's see what happens. It's moving around a little bit, and I think the centipede knows it's there, but wait a minute, I see the centipede on the other side of the enclosure. So I don't know if it's gonna eat it. Oh, whoa, there it goes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. She actually got a lot bigger since the last time I saw her. That's crazy, she got huge. This centipede is insane. And this guy is super venomous. So I mean, I don't want to stick my hand in there, because if I do, I'm definitely going to the hospital. It's crazy, these animals are insane. You want to be careful with them because they are escape artists. So the one I have is in a very tall enclosure with a sliding lid that also locks. So that's how I keep it. Oops, my camera just fell. But I don't think it even ate. The thing is still over there. So let's try that one more time. Let's see if it wants to eat. No, it's going back into its hole. I'm gonna have to take out the little cockroach, and then we'll feed it another day, and I'll make a video about it. So if you guys want to see me feed this centipede, please subscribe. I'll probably end up posting a video about it soon. So I guess that's it for this one. Let's move on to another animal. Alright, so in this cage right here, we have my favorite tarantula species. I actually have no idea where she is inside of the cage, so I'm going to be looking around. But inside of this cage is my P. metallica. This is the Goody Sapphire Ornamental Tarantula, and they are a blue and yellow tarantula. And I mean, this spider is just so beautiful. I have some pictures on my Instagram of her. and it's probably the most liked tarantula picture I have. Everybody goes crazy for her, and I actually have two of these, but this one that I have right here is the bigger one. So if I can find her, I will definitely show you. Alright, so I just got this long light stick that helps me look for the spider. So I'm gonna stick it in here, and we're gonna look for her together. So let's see if she's in here. And I think I see something blue. So let's take a closer look. It's kind of hard to see her in the position that she's in right now because she's right under the bark right here. So I'm gonna see if I can move her a little bit. Alright, so she's starting to come out of the bottom, and you guys can already see her crazy blue and yellow colors. This is the most beautiful tarantula in the world to me, and I'm gonna see if I can get her out so you guys can get an even better look at her. Alright, so she finally came out a little bit, and this is the best shot I'm gonna be able to get of her in this video. You can obviously see that her bright blue colors are so beautiful. The yellow hints of color that she has are on the other side of her body, so you won't be able to see it in this shot, but in the past shot you saw it. And if you go on my Instagram, you'll be able to see it clearly. So now that you guys saw this spider and her enclosure, let's move on to another animal. Alright, so right here we have an Asian forest scorpion, and this is a very good beginner species to start off keeping scorpions with. If you want another species that's pretty good, I recommend flat rock scorpions and emperor scorpions, but emperor scorpions can be pretty hard to find. I haven't been seeing them much at reptile expos these days, and we have an emperor scorpion right here. The difference between these two species is that the emperor scorpions will get much bigger. So I have two of these, and emperor scorpions are actually one of the largest species in the world. Here's one of them, and the other one is right over here. I know it's kind of hard to see him because of how dark it is, but scorpions can actually glow under UV light. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my UV light to show you guys what this actually looks like. Alright, so I'm gonna turn the UV light on in 3, 2, 1. And there we go, the UV light is making them glow. As you can see, you can clearly see the three scorpions. One of them is under his hide over there, the other one is out in the open, and the other one is in his little flower pot hide. Let's get a better look at him right here. There you can see how much easier it is to see him, and people will actually use little UV flashlights to find scorpions at night outside, especially in places like Arizona where they're pretty common. So there you go, that's what scorpions can do. Alright, so you guys saw the scorpions glowing, but I can do it too. So I'm gonna turn on that UV light and you guys are gonna see. Yep, not only is my hair green, it glows under UV light. And I've never actually seen hair that does this, but anyway, let's go back to some animals. Alright, so right here we have Rango, my veiled chameleon. He doesn't really like my camera too much, so I'm gonna try to film this pretty fast. I've owned Rango since he was a tiny little baby, and you can even see him in my first YouTube video, which was actually a reptile room tour. I love feeding Rango because chameleons have these crazy long tongues that they use to catch prey, and it's really awesome to watch them eat. I can already see him changing colors and he's getting kind of stressed, so I'm gonna leave him alone and we can move on to another animal. Alright, so right here we have Oscar. He's my bell albino leopard gecko. He's really big and he's got some awesome colors on him. I really love this lizard. He's super friendly and he lets everyone hold him. I always tell people that if they want to get into reptiles, leopard geckos are the way to go because they're super easy to take care of and they're readily available everywhere. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about him, and if you want to see more care videos about leopard geckos, check out my channel because I have a few on there. Alright, so right here is my smallest salmon pink bird eater tarantula. I have two other ones and they're both bigger than this. Much bigger actually, so if you want to stick around and watch them, stay to the end of the video and you'll see all three of them. And I'm actually going to go ahead and feed this one a cricket right now. I'm not sure if it's hungry, but we'll see. I'll drop it in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, she was definitely hungry. Alright, and there you can see that she's repositioning her fangs to get a better grip on the cricket. And yeah, this spider's going to grow to be pretty big. You'll see exactly how big with my other one because I have an adult female who's actually huge. She's about the size of my Goliath, a little bit smaller, but you'll see her later. Alright, so let's move on to another spider. Alright, so it might be a little bit hard to see her, but this is actually the most expensive tarantula in my collection. This is a golden blue-leg baboon tarantula, and she's very beautiful with her orange and blue colors. And I'm going to go ahead and feed her a cricket right now. Alright, so I'm going to drop the cricket in right in front of her legs in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. That was a perfect strike from the golden blue leg baboon tarantula, and you can see the little cricket's legs right there. Actually, leg, because The other leg was gone. I don't know where it went, but it's probably somewhere in there with the other crickets. Alright, so here's my Mexican red rump tarantula. She's getting kind of bothered by my breath, but I'm gonna go ahead and feed her a cricket and she'll be just fine. So I'm gonna drop the cricket in 3, 2, 1. Oh, the cricket does not want to get off. Oh, there we go. Alright, that was kind of a fail feeding because the cricket got stuck on the tongs, but whatever. Alright, let's move on to another tarantula. Alright, so here's my Choco Golden Knee Tarantula. Her colors are coming in very nicely. I can see a nice golden coloration on her knees and also carapace a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and drop in a cricket and feed her in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. She got some dirt in her fangs too, I think. Oh well. This tarantula is a great eater. I mean, she always eats whenever I give her food, and these grow pretty big, so I can't wait to watch her grow. Alright, let's move on to another tarantula. Alright, so right here we have my Texas brown tarantula. I really like this species' tan carapace, and its legs actually have a little bit of red on them too, so that's pretty cool. So now, let's actually try and feed it. I'm gonna drop in a cricket in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Alright, so this one molted recently, but I had to let its fangs become strong again. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about this species. Let's move on to another one. Alright, so this is my Costa Rican zebra tarantula, and her name is Scarlet. I'm gonna go ahead and feed her a cricket right now. I don't know if she's gonna eat, but let's see. She might. Alright. Oops. Yeah, I should have gotten a cricket that's not so dead. Alright. Let me try and get another one. Alright, that cricket isn't moving around much, but she should have gotten it already if she's gonna eat. But I'll drop in another one. Let's see. Alright, that other cricket is not moving a lot either, so I don't think that she's gonna eat it. But let's see. Let's wait a little bit longer. Alright, she doesn't really want to be bothered right now, so let's just leave her alone and let's move on to another animal. Alright, so right here we have a giant cave roach, and if you guys want to learn more about them, I have a whole video dedicated to them, and I even put one of them on my face, so if you guys are interested, definitely go check out that video. Alright, so right here we have an arachnid called the vingaroon. They actually have the ability to spray acid, and this acid is 15 times stronger than regular table vinegar. And they usually have a long tail over here, where I shouldn't be sticking my fingers by because that's where they shoot acid. Alright, first let me get into the story. This one actually did shoot acid on me once, and it did burn a little. You could watch it. I mean, the video's on my channel somewhere. And then after that video, it actually shot the acid on me again, but I washed it off really fast, so it didn't actually burn at all. Other than that, these guys are completely safe. Like, they don't have venom or anything, and I don't really hold her at all. I don't even hold my tarantulas, honestly. And actually, a fun fact, I never held a single tarantula. But enough talking, let's actually feed her. I'm gonna try to feed her some cricket that I have right here on my tongs. And as soon as I just hand it to her, she's gonna eat it. So check this out. Well, maybe not as soon as, but alright, maybe she won't eat. She's actually super mad that I'm in her cage right now, and she just really wants to attack. So I think I'm gonna leave her alone right now, and we can move on to another animal. But before we do that, let me explain her tail situation. When I was breeding her, for some reason, one day I just came down here and the tail was gone. So that's what happened with the tail. I don't really know what else to do about it, but when I first got her, she had a really huge tail, and you can see the pictures of her on my Instagram. They're in there somewhere. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and let's move on to another animal. Alright, so right here we have a really crazy tarantula called the cobalt blue tarantula, and she's actually not being crazy right now, so it's the perfect opportunity to film her. You can see her beautiful blue colors, and I'm gonna try and feed her, but I really hope she doesn't run out of the enclosure, because that would be pretty bad right now. Alright, so I have the cricket in my tongs right now, and I'm gonna drop it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a perfect feeding clip from the coast. Oh, not the Costa Rican, the cobalt blue tarantula. And there you can see the cricket is in her fangs, and I really hope she doesn't run out right now, but she seems to be pretty calm actually. But like yesterday, I was taking a picture of her for Instagram that I wanted to post, and she was just crazy. She was trying to bite me, and it was just a mess. But right now, she's definitely being a lot more cooperative, and that's about it. So let's move on to another animal. Alright, so I'm sorry if the footage is kind of shaky right here, but this is my Togo starburst baboon tarantula. She's in a really weird position right now inside of her enclosure, so I can't really film her too well. This usually happens in all of my reptile room videos with this species, but I mean, there's not much I can do about it, and I don't want to bother her and get her out of there. So I'm just going to leave her alone, and we can move on to another animal. Alright, so in this enclosure right here is my Kenyan Sand Boa. And let's see if you guys see her. She is right there in the middle of the screen, underground, under all that aspen. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and feed her, but before I do that, actually, you know what? I guess I'll feed her right now, and then she's gonna come out, and you guys will be able to see her whole body then. So, let me just put it here, right next to where her head is. I know it might be a little bit hard to see, but you guys will be able to see what she actually looks like as soon as she grabs this little mouse. Alright, she smells it, and now she's coming out, slowly but surely. Alright, this is actually taking pretty long. Come on. Oh, there we go. Alright, let me just focus that real quick. And there you guys can see how the Kenyan Sand Boa eats. And I always just put her up into this little hide that I have for her. And that's where she eats it in peace. There I can get a close-up of her eating the rodent. She actually latched right onto his head. And feeding frozen rodents is a very good idea with reptiles. There are many benefits to feeding frozen rodents, and one of those is that the mouse can't bite back. If the mouse bites back and that gets infected, that can lead to mouth rot, which is not good at all. And actually, these mice are euthanized with carbon dioxide, so they don't actually feel anything when they die. And it's the most humane way to get these snakes fed in captivity. And there you go. She's already going over the head. Alright, so I'm gonna leave her alone and let's move on to another animal. Alright, so under this ledge is a very beautiful snake. Probably one of the most beautiful ones I own. It's a Honduran milk snake. But it's not any normal Honduran milk snake. Let's check it out. There she is. Alright, so this is actually a hypo-tangerine het aberrant Honduran milk snake. It's a very beautiful color, and I got her at a reptile expo where I saw her brothers and sisters. She had a lot of them, and they were all amazing colors, just like this one. And there she goes away into the depths of her cage. I made a video specifically about her, and if you want to check it out, it's somewhere on my channel. Alright, so I'm going to put this ledge back right here, and on top of this ledge I'm actually going to place a frozen rodent. And at night the snake is going to come out because they are nocturnal, and she's going to eat the rodent. For some reason she doesn't really respond well with tongue feeding, and this is how I've been feeding her since I got her, so she just does it good like that. So let's move on to another animal. Alright, so this next animal is not a reptile, but if you guys know me, you know that I like anything that's unique. So I'm gonna call Zed over here. Zed, come here. Alright, so right here we have Zed. He's my English Bull Terrier. Hey, he wants to eat the cheese. Come on, wait a second, I'm trying to film you. Okay, as you can see, he's very crazy for cheese. And he won't do anything unless I have the cheese. Hey, calm down, Zed. Wait. You're not done filming yet. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna give him one little piece of cheese for being good. Wait. Hey, give me your paw. Good boy. Alright, now, let's try another trick. Let me back up a little bit. Alright, so this time we're gonna try leave it. Alright, wait, actually let's go over there. Hey Zed, okay, sit. First sit. Now, give me your paw. Good boy. Alright, now let's try a leave it and take it. But wait, let me get the cheese ready. Alright Zed, I have your cheese right here. Leave it, wait a minute, leave it. Yes, take it. Good boy. See, he follows directions a little bit, but let me try one more time. Sit down, lay down, and give me your paw. Good boy. He'll do a few basic tricks like that, but he's super cute. I love taking Zed out on walks because everybody loves him. Everybody always gives him hugs, and he just goes crazy jumping on everybody. He's such a funny dog and everybody really loves him. And the other day we were walking him and this little kid started calling him a cow. And Zed actually looks like every single farm animal mixed into one. He looks like a pig, he looks like a horse, he looks like a cow. I don't even know. Hey, I'm not gonna give you this whole cheese. I'll give him a little piece. And cheese is good for dogs. I don't know why. Not good for them, but cheese can be a treat for dogs. Some people in my Spanish video were commenting that cheese is not a good treat for dogs, but as far as I know, hey, wait, don't. Only this little piece. Alright, so now that we're done with Zed, let's move on to another animal. Good boy. Ouch. Alright, so here's my Mexican fire-leg tarantula, and this one's actually a little bit crazy, so I'm gonna try to get this one done fast. I have the cricket and the tongs already right here, so I'm gonna feed it, and I'll drop it in 3, 2, 1. Oops, I forgot to drop it. Okay. Alright, so here's another shot of the Mexican fire-leg tarantula, and I think we're done with this tarantula, so let's move on to another one. Alright, so right here we have a Brazilian red and white tarantula. The scientific name of the species is Nandu chromatus, and this particular spider right here is actually very fast moving, so I'm gonna drop the cricket in right now before it bolts out. So I'm gonna drop it in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there we go. And yeah, this one never turns down a meal. And as you can see, I mean, it just ate the cricket super fast. It's got a very beautiful colored abdomen, and the white and black colors on this spider are crazy. Alright, so here's another shot of this spider, and now I think it's time to move on to another one. Alright, so right here we have a green bottle blue tarantula, and this is one of my favorite species because of their crazy blue and orange coloration. The carapace is a nice blue-green color, and that's why they got their names. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a cricket in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was pretty crazy. Alright, let me see if I can get a better shot of her. Alright, so right there you're getting a pretty good shot of her carapace, and she is kind of annoyed by my breath that's hitting her. I think she wants to be left alone, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to another tarantula. Alright, so right here we have a pink toe tarantula, and they get their name from their pink toes, which you can see right there on the screen. The scientific name of this species is avicularia, and these are commonly found in pet stores, so I wouldn't be surprised if many of you actually keep this spider too. Alright, so right now I'm gonna feed it, but I'm gonna try a different method of feeding. I'm not gonna drop the cricket right in. Instead, I'm gonna do a method called tongue feeding, which is where I don't let the cricket go and I just let her take it right out from the tongs. So I'm gonna put it right next to the spider. And let's see. Oh, that kind of scared me. I thought I was gonna run up. Alright, it actually got the tongs too, but there you go. That's tongue feeding for you right there. Alright, so here's another shot of the cricket being eaten by the tarantula. And if you guys are wondering what tarantula poop looks like, that's right there. That's the white stuff in the middle of the screen. And this species actually is arboreal, so they spend a lot of times on the sides of the enclosure and on that piece of cork bark too. And yeah, if you keep arboreal species, you'll probably find tarantula poop all over the sides. And it's kind of annoying, but that's what you get. Here's one last shot of her pink toes, and now it's time to move to another species. Alright, so right here we have a curly hair tarantula, and as you can see, her body is full of tiny little curled hairs. The spider is huge, and she's honestly one of my favorites. And now that I introduced you guys to this species, I'm going to show you another one that's very similar. Alright, so right here we have a very special tarantula, and that is the Chilean rosehair tarantula. Now the reason why this spider is so special to me is because it was actually the first tarantula I ever got. These guys are really easy to keep, and if you want one for yourself, they're pretty easy to find for sale. I have a whole video about tarantulas that's dedicated to showing you guys what species you should start off with, so if you're interested in keeping tarantulas yourself, definitely go check out that video. Now that you guys know all that, let's move on to another tarantula. Alright, so in this hole right here lives my blue fang tarantula, and she's actually the smallest tarantula I have, but there's no way I can show you guys what she looks like because she lives all the way at the bottom of this hole, and she only comes out at night, and as soon as I touch the container, she just goes right back in, so there's no way I can ever take a picture of her or anything. There was one time that she did come out and I was able to take a picture of her, so I did take pictures, and I'll put that picture up right here. And if you want to see more pictures of her, you can go to my Instagram and check that out. But for now, we'll move on to another tarantula. Alright, so here's one of my salmon peak bird eater tarantulas. I have a small one, a medium one, and a large one. And this is actually the medium one. And she's also the craziest out of the three. So I'm going to go ahead and feed her a cricket right now. And I'll drop the cricket in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there we go. Perfect strike. Alright, so now she's fed, I think she wants to be left alone so we can move on to another tarantula. Alright, so right here is my largest salmon pink bird eater tarantula, and this spider is huge. It's about the size of my Goliath bird eater. So I'm gonna go ahead and feed this spider a cricket, and I'll drop it right next to it, and I'm gonna drop it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I guess the spider is not gonna eat today. That cricket is playing dead for sure because it was just moving around like crazy, and now it's not. Alright, so since she didn't eat, the only thing I can add to this is to say that this right here isn't mold. It's just a little bit of sand that I put in the substrate. So to the person who thought that was mold, just know it was sand. Okay, now the cricket wants to get up and move around. Alright, so that was the last animal I'll be showing in this video. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it to the very end, don't forget to give this video a like, comment your favorite part, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.